Welcome to the Triumphant magazine show where we focus on people that are doing extraordinary things unapologetically. And today we have the #1 international best-selling author, Mona AlHebsi, in front of us, and she's going to be able to take a moment or two to introduce herself to our audience today.
Okay, thank you, Teresa, for hosting me. So my name is Mona AlHebsi. I'm a trendsetter in everything I put my hands into. I'm also a mother of a lovely 2.5 years old boy. His name is Khalid. So by profession, I've started my career as a hotelier and as an HR expert, and I've been doing this for most part of my career.
Wow.
After that, I've got into coaching and writing, where I've started coaching people on career success, on general success. I've authored my book, my first book actually, Beat the Odds, in 2018, which is actually a career guidebook for hoteliers and for career professionals on how to take their career to the next level. After that, also, I co-authored the 2 books. One is called Shut Up and Write Your First Book with Natasha Denman. And the international best-selling book, Fired Up, with the amazing Rebecca Vijay, which actually I'm so glad that I was part of this project.
I love it. But I love it how you said, just shut up and write your own, go ahead and write the book. Shut up.
Yeah.
And I have that. So I thank you for putting that out there, because like you said, it leaves no room for excuses. Just like the Nike commercials say, just do it. And that's what you told them.
Yeah, right.
Great. Now, could you tell us about the collaboration you had with Fired Up? Tell us a little snippet of what took place within your story.
Well, so when Rebecca approached, when I approached Rebecca in the beginning, because she had the ad, I thought of sharing my story of my career struggles, being a very simple and a simple girl belonging to a very reserved family. So I wanted women who need to hear this, to hear that, okay, your circumstances cannot be a blockage or an excuse so that you don't move on in life. I mean, in my story, the way I shared it, I shared every single detail of my day-to-day life and how I got to that point where I've wanted actually to break free and go ahead and move forward. It's like, okay, it's just all inside us, actually. It's all a mindset. It's all our internal fears. So the moment you are able to break free or go beyond those fears and, saboteurs, then I think the outer world is just a reflection of what's inside.
That's it. I love it. So like you said, this is no season to come up with no excuses. It's time for them to get fired up and also break through. So I love it. I love it. And so the next question that I have is, there are sometimes that people experience challenges. Okay.
Yeah.
And they have the tendency of keeping everything to themselves. What advice would you give to someone that's encountering that right now? What kind of advice would you give to them?
Well, I would first say the very first thing you do in any kind of situation, just turn out to God. Turn out to God. He's there. Just talk to God, and He knows, because He put you there for some reason. He wants you to become stronger, to become better. And you might not know at that point of time why you are going through what you are going through, but then there is a reason behind it. So just have that faith in the first of all. Secondly, have some time to connect with yourself, because I mean, we have everything inside us. We are very resourceful. We are whole. We are naturally, creative people, how God created us. So we shouldn't look for answers outside. Just sit with yourself. Trust your GPS, which is your intuition. I always say, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. It's very unfortunate that a lot of people don't know how to connect with themselves, and thus they always explore the most complicated, routes in life get to where they want to get. But actually, if you trust your intuition and follow it, you will always get where you need to be in a best possible way.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that with us today. And then what how did you decide that you had something significant inside of you, and then you also wanted to share it with the world, share it with women, share it with girls? How did you know this was something I'm passionate about and I need to get it out there to the world? Because like you mentioned earlier, you had already had a #1 best-selling book yourself, and now here you are hitting another international best-selling book. So tell us what drove you, and how can we drive other women to get to that point where you are today?
Yes, sure. So I'm a strong believer in collaborating with other people. So that was the first reason why I was part of Fired Up, because Rebecca is very well-known personality, and I thought that the intention of the book and the way she will work with women from different parts of the world will provide that medium that we will all have to be able to share our stories, our wisdom to other people who might need to hear those kind of messages. But also number two, because I always believe that every one of us has a story, and we have those stories for some reasons, you know. I mean, I don't think we were equipped with all this education, experience, you know, knowledge just to take it with us to the grave. I think there is a better reason that we have all these is to share it with others, because at any given point in time, there are other people in some part of the world or in some area, in some village, who are going through the same, you know, kind of experiences, and their life will be better off if they knew that they are not alone, and there are other, let's say, people or women going through the same kind of scenarios, but hey, they didn't give up. They did something. They did something. If they did this and they went through this, then I can also do it. So it evoke transformation, it evoke hope in people, and I think we are all catalysts of change, and we need to walk through life being those things actually to help other people.
I love it. Everything that you mentioned. And when you was sharing that, what you said, like a lot of people go to the grave, and it's the truth. Like they said, the richest place is the grave. And it's people that have books, people that had songs, people that should have opened up businesses, maybe even somebody that had the answer for, let's say, Alzheimer's or dementia, or might have had the answer for cancer, but they carried it with them to the grave. I don't know if you heard of the gentleman before, but it's Dr. Miles Monroe. He has a story out there about that. And he said, that's the richest place. Believe it or not, that's the richest place.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But I'm glad that you and I, and along with the Fired Up women, and also, you know, other women that are game changers and change makers of the world, decided that we were going to put that information out there for others to grow from it. Because like you mentioned, what you just said a few minutes ago, a lot of what we go through is not for ourselves, it's for ourselves, but also to be able to help others that may follow the same path.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I appreciate you sharing your story with Fired Up. Now, the other question that I have for you is, how has your life changed since sharing your story for Fired Up?
Well, so as I mentioned, I had written before a book where I've shared glimpses of my life. But what's different about the way I've written my story in Fired Up, it was about the tiny details of every day that will actually allow the reader to be part of my life, I'm actually inviting the reader to be part of my life and live in my place and see how would a girl like me, who belong to a traditional family, but has a lot of dreams and would like to do a lot of things in the future, how would she think? What kind of worries she has? What makes her anxious to when she thinks about her present scenario versus what future she would like to have. So all those internal dilemmas that I used to have in my mind as a girl belonging to this kind of family. But then what was that point where I've decided that, this is not gonna be the case anymore, because I've thought that it's better to die once than to die every day.
That's
and
correct.
and actually it's either to do or die. Khalas.
That's
So
it.
it's like, okay, just do it, go do it. And but when I also thought about, I'm the eldest sister in my family.
Okay.
So I have younger four
Oh, wow.
sisters.
Yes.
And I thought, okay, whatever I choose in life, or whatever I choose to do or not to do in life, will
Yes.
actually end up impacting
Yes.
the future of the girls in my family.
That's
So
correct.
if I decided to just settle and maybe get married and live a normal life, okay, fine. But then
Yes.
everyone else would be doing that.
That's
But if
correct.
I decide to go the other route and say, no, I want this, this is my dream, this is my life, I have the right to choose what I want to do, and stand up for what I believe in, then I think my sisters will see that, well, they can also do it.
That's
you know
correct.
so I think that was the biggest motivator that made me take action at that point.
I love it. I love it. And I love like how you said, you didn't give up on your dreams, because many of us as women, we put our dreams aside because we're taking care of the husband, we're taking care of the children, we're taking care of the family. But then there comes a time like how you did, you had to put yourself first and say, okay, I'm definitely doing everything I need to do as a wife, as a mother, as a sister, but I need to pour back into myself. So I'm grateful that you did that. And like you said, that is a legacy in itself, because it's going to pass to your sisters, and even beyond your sisters, your children, and even beyond them. So
Yes, Teresa, actually, because see, as women, we are really the people who push change, the people who evoke change and transformation. We are the source of everything good and everything bad. It depends on what we decide to be, who we decide to be. So if we are, for example, we say, oh, I will sacrifice my dream because of my child, for instance. I mean, you are really not doing him a service when you are sacrificing your dream, because this child will grow up seeing his mother always giving up on her dreams. So what kind of example you have set for that child, and the same way, it's all about all family members. If you think about a husband, I mean, you are in a way also telling your husband how he treats you. You are telling your family what to expect from you. So I think a woman who knows how to stand up for herself is really an attractive woman for everyone.
She is attractive. So let me tell you, your attraction looks good on you.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're very attractive. I love it. Love it. Okay, so the next question I want to know is, what's the best way for our audience to reach you? What's the best way?
Yeah, so the first way they can go to my website, www.munaalhebsi.com. They can go through it and contact me through that website. But also I'm available on all social media platforms, mainly LinkedIn and Instagram. And also I have a channel on YouTube where I actually provide regular videos about career tips for people who would like to learn more about that. They can subscribe to my channel as well.
And I believe I subscribed to it already. I went to your channel.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, I made sure I did it. So definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel for sure. And definitely you want to get the Fired Up ebook right now, like we said a minute ago, because it is a #1 international bestseller. And soon, very soon, they're going to have the audio book, which comes out by Angie B and Bart T Productions. And it's just so many great things that's coming out of this, the sisterhood and everything else within.
I just can't wait for it. I can't wait for it.
I know that's right. I'm excited about it too. Now, at this time, is there anything else that you would like to mention that we haven't mentioned at this time?
Well, I think my closing remarks for the listeners would be that I would really encourage everyone to have faith in God.
Yes.
And always, whenever they are in any kind of situation, they need to understand that there is a reason behind the situation, and God wanted something wanted something bigger from them. That's why he put them in this situation. So understand the message and just go do what needs to be done, because a lot of people just like to sit and complain by doing nothing. But this is not a solution. Try to understand what you need to do and go and do it. And secondly, I think every person is created to be unique and to stand out. So I would say don't undermine yourself by trying to be a copy from other people and just to fit in, because it's like you are not fulfilling the most precious the most precious matter that you were created on this earth for.
That's correct.
So just love yourself, be unique, try, be courageous, and stand out. Just show who you are. It's the most attractive way that you can live your life.
I love it. Those are great recommendations. And I'm going to make sure I adhere to all of them too. Like you said, be your authentic self, be yourself, be true. Exactly. There's a saying by William Shakespeare. It says, always be true to thy own self. And I have been feeling that way for years and years. Be true to yourself. Don't be anybody else. Dare to be different, just like you said, and keep God first. That's awesome. Yeah, sure. Awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to get you to one more time, tell us the best ways that we can reach you. One more time.
Okay. Yes. So through my website, www.munaalhebsi.com. Also, the audience can reach me through my social media platforms. On all social media platforms, especially LinkedIn and Instagram. And last but not least, they can also subscribe to my YouTube channel because I do weekly career tips videos there.
Okay, awesome. And any other like upcoming things that we should look out for? Like anything else in addition?
Well, not really at this point, but it's as you said earlier that we are now waiting for the audiobook and
we're excited
for the paperback, and we are so excited about it.
Yeah.
But also currently I'm working on my postgraduate DBA program. Yes, so I'm doing a thesis on a very important matter which is close to my heart. It's about nationalization and the hospitality industry, because I love hospitality. My all years have been hospitality. So I was thinking that this would be a potential upcoming book for me in the very near future.
Listen, I believe it. We're gonna claim that, and that way we can have you back on our show. We want you to come back again and again.
Yeah, thank you.
We just want to say congratulations to you again for being a #1 international bestseller. It's been a pleasure working for you, putting the special edition together with Triumph magazine. I tell you, I just went through every single page, and I was getting so full reading everything. It was just awesome. So definitely go out and get the Fired Up book. It's actually going towards a worthy cause. The funds actually go towards. Could you tell us where it goes towards? It goes, I know it doesn't, the proceeds doesn't go to you ladies.
Yeah, it goes, so as Rebecca, So as Rebecca said, the proceeds all goes to a charity. It's called Samadan, and it helps women. Basically, it goes toward helping women, less fortunate women. And I think it was a great cause to contribute.
That's a blessing. And another selfless act of you women coming together. And I love Rebecca and also the ladies, all the visionary, the change makers.
They're all amazing.
the model that you have, which is changing the world one woman at a time. So thank you for being that woman that's changing the world one woman at a time. So God bless you. And until next time, take care. Take care of yourself.
Take care. Bye. Thank you.